Hey guys, how's it going? It's Nick here from the Sun Stand, and today we have got the review. I apologize, it is late, but we are bringing it to you guys. My voice was shocking for the last couple of days, with how absolutely intense the last game was. But we're here, we've got it going. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So, first of all, I've got to say, we just don't lose at home. I don't know what it is, but we've made it an absolute fortress to play at. Kind of like Brisbane. They made the Gabba the fortress. They're not playing so great there this year, but for years they made the Gabba fortress. They made a point they do not lose at home, and that is what we are doing now. Our biggest test was Collingwood. Can we really not lose at home? Collingwood is the biggest test of that. And guess what? We passed. Yes, they didn't. I wouldn't say they didn't have a full strength side. They had a quite a good side. A decent enough full strength side. Obviously, they lost Lockie Schultz to Gastro, I think it was, and I think they're still waiting on a few other players to come back into the injury list, but they got quite a few players back, and their premiership players too, and boy oh boy did we work them. We worked them really well, and it was great to see. I loved being there. We only were losing for, I think, in total a minute or something, and I was sitting in a bay full of Collingwood supporters because I went with mates and they're Collingwood supporters. I was sitting with two people from work who support the Suns, but everybody else that I went with were Collingwood supporters. So I was just surrounded by Collingwood supporters in the bay that I was in, and mate, it was they were getting rowdy. They were leaving early in the fourth quarter. Some were leaving before the fourth quarter started, and I started a trend in the bay that I was in, doing the na 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 na. But it was a great game. Loved it. I was getting crap when the game got close. So I got crap when they were winning, and then not even a minute later we took the lead and absolutely solidified the game. But I loved it. The best game I've been to by far. I'd like to thank Collingwood for coming out and bringing the atmosphere, because you guys, I was speaking to some Collingwood supporters that were sitting behind me, and I was like, just enjoy the holiday, mate. You didn't get the win, but just enjoy the holiday, and exactly that. Sometimes you don't get the wins, and they travel all the time, Collingwood supporters, and they just enjoy it as holidays. So, yeah, great support from the Collingwood fan base to go support their team, and respect to them. They were very well in taking the loss after the game. Some of them obviously a bit how you going, but you're always gonna have fans but majority of them that I personally met and spoke to, they were actually very decent people, and didn't take it too hard. Yes, they probably didn't take it too hard because they're still in the 8, but a loss is a loss at the end of the day. That they have a bad last couple of month and a half. They could fall out of finals with how close the competition is. So a loss is a loss, and you got to take the wins where you can get them. But another dot point, Ben Long, basically reviving his career. A lot of Collingwood fans, were saying when he got the ball that he's a St Kilda reject, but honestly, it was better than half the Collingwood players over the weekend. 15 disposals, 2 goals. One of them was basically the sealer. Didn't get any coaches' votes, which I think was harsh. I think he probably deserved at least one. But Jared Witt's got one. Benny Ainsworth, I think, got one, which, yet again, surprising because he had a good game. Noah and Nick Dacos got 8 each. There was no max coaches' votes in this game, which is fair because it was a very good game for multiple players. And Bodie Hewland is him. What a kid. Last season, not really great. Didn't play much under Stewie Dew. But now Dimmer has done something to Bodie. He is an absolute machine. The way he was using the ball, now he plays, I believe, majority back pocket. And the way that he rolls up to the half back line to squeeze up space, and then when he gets it, his foot skills are elite. His run off the half back line and foot skills is elite. Absolutely elite. It was sensational to watch. Absolute breakout game for him. He's had a couple of breakout games this season, but this is a real good breakout game. And to just see him brush off Pendlebury like it's nothing. Not many people can say that they brush off Pendlebury like it was nothing. And not only that, the kick after that basically set up, I believe, the Ben Long goal to basically seal it up. You know, put us in front, and then Benny Ainsworth kicked the final goal to make sure of things. But he is him. He is starting to break out of his shell. I would not be surprised. Now, Bodie has come out and said that Gold Coast is where he wants to play. He loves the club. I have his dad on Instagram, like we follow each other, and his family just loves the club. It's fantastic to have a family that just loves the club so much, and to have a kid that's breaking out with the club and wants to stay with the club. Hopefully we can get more players that want to do that, and we're going to be absolutely hard to stop. Maybe even next year, like a full pre-season with Dimmer, we're going to be absolutely incredible to watch. And speaking of it, we're going to have a full season and more, because finals is back on, ladies and gentlemen. Finals is back on. I was going down to Melbourne either way. Already have got tickets, not obviously footy tickets, but I've got flights and accommodation already booked. And it's just finding a game to go to. And we may have games to go to. As Suns fans, we may be able to go down to Melbourne, have a cheeky little week away, have a week holiday, and go watch our boys play. That is absolutely sensational. We get to see it, and I'm stoked. I've been a Suns fan since the club has formed. I was in their academy at a young age. I was only in there for 2 years. I'm not an incredible footballer at all. But I was in their academy for 2-3 years, and that's what made me love the footy club, just being around it. And I've only, probably for the last 3-4 years, been a real massive believer in the Suns, and, well, not believer, but following them closely. Like, they used to be my team, but I would never really watch them closely. I'd watch their games, but also go support Brisbane and stuff like that. But now I purely just support Gold Coast for the last 3-4 years. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I've met some great people at games as well, and it's fantastic to see the direction the club's going in. Yes, we're still small, but boy, this is going to not only boost our club in terms of getting supporters, but boost our players' confidence in knowing that they can get there, and we're going to become a destination footy club soon. I can absolutely tell you that for free. Next one is, surely we see a Benny Ainsworth contract. Now, we know that there is a very favourable contract for him sitting in front of him. We don't know the extremes of it, but we know it's a 4-year deal, and it's rumoured that the pay package in that 4-year deal is very good. Very good. Obviously, we linked with Daniel Rioli. I'll have a video on that either this week or next week. I'm waiting to see more stuff come to light, because we've been linked with them all year, but some of the trade rumours that we're being rumoured with, I don't believe at all, because they're just ludicrous, and I'd hope that we don't give them what is rumoured, which is 2 first-round draft picks for him, because I don't think he's a good player. He's good off half back, but I don't think he's 2 first-round draft picks good, especially in our situation. But Benny Ainsworth is in our future. You can see he still loves the footy club. He wants to play for the footy club. You can see it. And the passion he showed on the weekend is just beautiful to see. And I need him to sign a contract. He's one of my favourite players in the club. Braden Fiorini is my favourite. He wears the number 8, which is my favourite number. It's the number I've played footy with since I was in under 11s. So just naturally, Braden Fiorini is my favourite player. But there's also Benny Ainsworth, and I love him around the footy club. I love watching him play as well, and he's just an elite small forward. So hopefully he can sign that contract, and hopefully we can get him sealed away for the next 4 years, and hopefully he'll have a premiership as a Gold Coast Sun. But we'll have to wait and see. And our final dot point is having Sam Flanders back in the midfield was a genuine difference. Our midfield worked so well on the weekend. It looked very good, very natural, very confident midfield. And Noah Anderson and Sam Flanders, boy, oh boy. I was the one, I'm going to take ownership for this. I was the one that said, move Noah to half forward or to a wing spot because we know he can play there. It's not play testing. We're saying, go to a position that we know you can play. But Dimmer didn't do that. Took Miller, who's in a bad spell, out into the forward line, spent majority of the game in the forward line. And the way that Took rolled up to the midfield contest and basically was an outside ball winner, got it, was elite. And because he's a midfielder, he had the fitness to be able to quickly go back into the forward line and be an option there. And I'm not going to be mad if Took Miller spends the rest of this season in the forward line and has some midfield minutes to chop out for Noah or Flanders or Rao. I'm not going to be mad at it because it worked against a very good opposition. Sam's just got to be in that midfield every week now. Every week. But, yeah. That's all I've got for you guys today. Can't believe we still won. I still can't believe it. If you guys can't believe it, let me know in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Have a good one, guys, and peace.